What's up, guys? It's Dan with Unsilent Majority TV. I want to do the official video to announce that we have a Patreon page linked into the channel. And this is all inspired by a few of my subscribers who kept asking, hey, is there going to be any way to support the channel? I don't need the support. I never have since day one. Okay, this is not something I'm doing full time. You know, I'm a business owner and I do my own thing. You know, this was something I'm doing because I want to wake people up and I want to get this message out there. And if you're new to my channel, you're not going to know the whole story behind how I got started 2 years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit of that now. People that have been with me the whole time don't know. I started 2 years ago on my business channel called Nutrient HQ. Okay, and that channel, for the most part, most of the people that came to the channel were going to be in the truth-seeking community. Okay, because I was into selling supplements and, you know, getting people to understand they need to take more vitamins and minerals in. Okay, and you know, I already had a truth-seeking audience. So when I started looking into flat Earth, when a buddy of mine told me, hey, you know, you should look into this flat Earth thing. I talk about this all the time, and I was like, flat Earth. You know, I said this on my recent show and recent streams I've done. I said, I don't know if I should, you know, I don't know about that, man. I mean, Alex don't even talk about it, you know, because before I knew he was controlled opposition, I was still used to just like wondering, hey, you know, Alex doesn't look at that. You know, I was still used to him filtering everything out. You know, that's the bottom line. And I was looking at everything like that through that filter. But because I'm a truth seeker, nothing's going to stop me from looking at the subject matter. So I went ahead and looked at it, did my research, watched everybody's content. It all started with Matt Powerland. He's the one who, you know, sparked that interest, you know, that I really like, you know, I really got interested in it. And, you know, I went on that journey to try and debunk it and try and, you know, I didn't come and attack anybody or like, hey, you're a retard, why are you making videos like this, or what's wrong with you, how dare you, this is a science. I didn't do none of that. I just researched it, did my thing, couldn't prove it, couldn't prove that you know, that we were a spinning ball. It's very simple. The NASA fraud is what really did it for me. You know, that's why Matt Powerland's message is so strong, because it's about the, you know, the photo or painting, right? And that's what you know, it's a perfect road to go down, the NASA fraud. That's where it all started with me. And seeing the observation of missing curvature and everything else, it's over with, you know. I mean, I'm all about proving where we live. You know, NASA needs to prove it. They need to prove that we live on a spinning ball. They haven't done it in 2 years. So, bottom line is, people wanted to know, how can they support this channel? Okay? I moved over to this channel from my business channel when I got heavily attacked on the other channel. People weren't happy. These goons were not happy that I was talking about a subject on a channel, you know, on a channel in front of a different type of audience. They don't like that. So they attacked me for that, told me I was trying to boost up my business back then, which I wasn't. Didn't care. I was already running. I don't, you know, didn't care. I can care less. And if anything, it was probably going to hurt the business more than anything. Okay. So, but I didn't care because I said, I need to get this message out there, right? That's what I'm all about. So, long story short, I put up some footage from Mount Diablo that Matt had filmed. Started promoting that along with other stuff from his. You know, I even probably mirrored the Crazy Notion, and the goons didn't like that. Okay, especially the Mount Diablo footage. So they attacked the channel pretty hard. I decided to move away from that channel. You know, a lot of people like Antarctic Warrior supported me. He started mirroring my work. You know, when I went back after the goons that were attacking me, I made a video and said, you want a war, you got a war. And that video took off with Antarctic Warriors. And I saw how he was mirroring the content. And I saw, you know, that strength, that unity, you know, and how someone had my back, you know, in a situation like that. And that all helped inspire Unsilent Majority TV to become what it is today. So I mirrored the messages that help me, that motivate me and inspire me to continue. And that's what I've always done, and mixed it in with my content, my original content. This channel has never been monetized to the point where it was all about, well, I need to get monetization. You know, it needs to. I've never had that concept for it. My message has always been free. Now, I did leave the ads on once the channel was able to have ads on them, because I was curious to see how it would work. I knew there was a lot of shady things going on with YouTube, with my views being cut off and things being reset, being frozen, and all of that type of stuff. You know, I've had my thumbs down. I've sat there and watched the thumb count go up, you know, and down and up and down. I've seen all kinds of things happen with YouTube. So I left it on just to kind of observe what it would do. Never expected anything, and we never gained anything on, you know, from any of the videos anyway. So it doesn't even make a difference. And most of the videos, my mirrors, I never monetize anyway. So when I mirrored something, I turned that switch off for whatever, you know, the monetization option. It's off. It's, you know, tick to the off position. So only the videos that I exclusively created, or things I've narrated, or just my original stuff that I do is you know, I tick the monetization on just to kind of watch and see what it would do. You know, just to build a record and just to add to my own database of, you know, my experience with this whole thing. But long story short, you know, the ads are gone now, okay, and it doesn't make a difference to me anyway, but people were still asking me, hey, you know, is there a way to support? And I just kept ignoring it, because I know I've already been accused and attacked. I'm getting attacked by these goons anyway, and I didn't want to give them any more fuel to add to their attack. So I kind of avoided the topic. And then someone come along and started saying, hey, man, when I mirrored one of Dan's videos, they're like, man, it'd be cool if there was a way we could somehow, you know, fund a way for Dan to get a P900. And I started thinking about that, and I started thinking about what everybody, you know, the people that were requesting me to, or just saying, you know, just suggesting that maybe I do a Patreon. And I thought about it, and I said, now what, you know, that's a good idea, you know, something like that. And I started thinking, I just thought about it. I said, hey, you know, that's a way to progress forward. You know, I'm doing what I do in my, you know, in my spare time. This is like a part-time, you know, not even really part-time, just whenever I can do these things, I do them. You know, I just spend my time, most of my free time that I have doing that, making videos and trying to get the message out. So I said, what can I do to increase my output and my efforts? And I said, man, if I open up a Patreon and people want to support the channel because they appreciate my work, and I turn that appreciation towards the work I'm putting out into more fuel for the, you know, for the overall fight, you know. And I said that happens, if people contribute here to this channel, then that's what it'll do. My first goal will be to get a P900 for Daniel Pratt, and that's what I did. So I started the Patreon page, and I'll show you what that's all about right here. I started it up, and I made the first goal to get Daniel Pratt a P900. Okay, so anybody that would contribute towards that goal will know, hey, you know, their contributions went towards getting that P900 for Dan Pratt. What do I have in my mind next? Very simple. People were to continue contributing to my channel. It'll be all about giving back to those people, to the people themselves, the people that want the same common goal. Full exploration of the surface. And how can I do this? We need more activism. We need people to get out in front of NASA. Stuff I always talk about, right? How can we get those goals accomplished? Well, in my mind, the best option will be an activism contest, right? So if we have a pot of money there that people put in, that people chipped in, that enjoy the content and enjoy what I'm putting out, and, you know, they contribute to the channel, well, that fund that they contribute there will sit there in a pot. Then what I'll do, people submit videos to me, their links. It's got to be on YouTube. This is the only requirement. I want it to be in YouTube. I don't like links outside of YouTube. Send me the video links from your channel. I don't care if your channel is brand new, you have no subscribers. I don't care. As long as you put a video on that thing of you doing something to promote activism and get the messages spread out there, then we'll go ahead and judge those videos, and top 3 videos break that money up. But the cool thing is, everybody that submits for that particular contest, everybody that submits videos in their channel will be featured and mirrored here. So all the activism will be here, will be featured. Okay, so your channel will be getting promoted, and you'll be part of the unsilent majority. You'll be getting your stuff out there, and it'll help you grow. Okay, so that to me is a win-win situation. And that's the only way in my mind I could make logical sense of accepting any kind of contributions towards what I'm doing, because see, me getting this message out the way I'm doing helps me, and I've never really looked at it in any other way. Like, you know, I didn't look at it until these people started asking me this, and then I looked at it. I'm like, especially when people said, "Oh man, I wish I could do videos like you. I don't have the time, or I can't actually sit there in front of my camera or do what you're doing and just flow and get the message out there." Some people don't. That's not something they can do or they have the time for, and I totally understand that. Okay, now there's other channels that might be monetized out there. You know, but these people have different circumstances, and they may be depending on that for support for themselves, for their overall self. In order for them to continue making the videos, they might need support. And, you know, you got to listen to everybody. Everybody has their reasoning behind everything. But this is my reason for doing this, for allowing any contributions towards this channel be for that. I don't need to support. So don't think, oh man, we need to give Unsilent Majority support so you can keep the videos going. I'm still going to keep doing what I've done. Just that anything that comes this way is only going to make it stronger. So if you want to contribute in that way, then you'll just make the channel stronger. You'll make the effort stronger. You'll make the outreach stronger, and you'll promote more people, which is what we need. We need more people. We need the numbers. That way that message gets to the right types of people that have the resources and the ability to push a full exploration and get it completed as soon as possible. And we get the people out there in front of NASA. As we get more activism, more people inspired to do activism, to not be afraid to talk about the flat earth to people that might not have heard it, then it's going to be easier to get out in front of NASA. Because we don't want just one person out in front of NASA bullhorning the heck out of them. I mean, I'm tempted to go do it. I might just go do it, guys. If it don't happen soon enough for me, I might just be that first guy out there. I really have that on my mind. Okay, don't be surprised if I don't go live one day and I'm outside NASA. Okay, because you know, I want this thing to move forward. I'm in this to make progress, and the goons and the paid agents are not going to stop me. They didn't stop me before. They're not going to stop me now. So I don't care if they attack me, or I don't care if they try and shit all over what, you know, this particular plan I have. I don't care. They can say whatever they want to say. Everybody that watches here, you know what I'm all about. You know what this message has been since day one. Okay, so the goons, I can care less what they think, right? Because they are not on camera. They're not showing themselves. They ain't proving the spinning ball. They haven't done zilch, okay, except harass, attack, stalk, and prove how much of a cult that they're a part of. Okay, we're not the cult. Cult is the ball earth, because these people are reacting the way they react, trying to yank people back in. You know, it's a crab in the bucket syndrome, like I put in my thumb and some of my thumbnails. Same thing. Exactly what it is, man. So that's the Patreon page. You can read about. I'm not going to go ahead and read all that here. First goal is the P900. Next goal on my mind will just be towards activism, to promote activism. Okay, so that's what I want to do. And the channel itself, if you want to get to the Patreon page, guys, you can just click on the channel banner up here. I got the Patreon link right here. Now you can get to my Twitter. You can get to my other nutrition channel if you want to look at it. I don't really do much there anymore. I mostly spend my time here on Unsilent Majority. Okay, and then you got my Facebook group. If you want to join that, feel free. I pretty much just post my videos in there and post other things, you know, like promote others. Like I got Dan Pratt here. I posted some NREM video here. That's what I do. I just go ahead and promote, and I don't really like Facebook. You know what I call Zuckerberg? I call him Fuckerberg. But I use the platform to do what it's best for, to spread the message out there further. Okay, so that's what it is. You guys can get there through those links. I'll probably try and add them to the bottom of the videos as well, and I'll remind you guys from time to time, you know, that you can feel free to contribute if you want to. But remember, it's up to you if you guys want to do that. You know, I'm gonna continue doing what I do with or without that. Okay, it doesn't make no difference to me. Makes no difference. I'm gonna continue to do what I do. And if you guys want to contribute in that way, I appreciate it, and I'll put the effort in to utilize that to push it back out towards the effort, which is, you know, an extra effort that I'll be doing, and I have no problem doing that if it's going to help. You know, if it's going to help get more activism, okay? Because people like Daniel Pratt, you know, he motivates me to keep going. His message, his strength and everything, and people like Dell push me forward. You know what I mean? Robert Rossano, although he's not doing videos right now, but his stuff his body of work that he left behind here inspires me. I hope he comes back, man. I really do. You know what I mean? Because he got a way of putting the message out there, and we need that. We need more of that. We need millions of Dan Pratts. We need millions of people like myself. We need millions of Dells. We need millions of Robert Rossanos. Okay? We need millions of Zetetic Flat Earth. Nina, another beautiful message that that's done well here. It's another mirror that I've done. Nina's video here. It's called where is it? It's called I called it a priceless visual message. It's already been mirrored. I think Antarctic Warriors mirrored it. You know, it's on her channel as well. Beautiful, beautiful message. We need millions of people. We need millions of math powerlings. We need millions of people. It cannot, this is not about a leader, guys. The leader is in the mirror. So look in the mirror, and that is your leader. I'm not a leader. I'm a voice trying to put up, you use the platform I have here. We push the message out there. And let's get over all this agent thing. Don't worry about all that. It's just going to hold people back. We can't really prevent people from going where they're going to go when they first come into this. If they may come through one or the, people are just going to have to analyze the content and you learn from everybody. And it's all about the message that you present after you learn what you're looking into. Okay, the lie about where we live. How do you present the message going forward? Okay, that's what it's all about. Because you can't make it about one leader. You make it about one person, then that person's going to be attacked, and it's just going to be, they'll be able to destroy the whole thing. These goons and these agents, they're going to just pile onto that one thing. That's why it can't be about one person. Has to be a wall, an army of people coming for one common goal: full expiration. That's simple. That's really the reason why I named my channel The Unsilent Majority, because it's not about one person. About that overall majority, that voice from a large amount of people. And in my mind, I wish it was the whole United States. I wish it was, and then from there, I wish it was everybody on every known landmass was being unsilent. You see what I'm saying? But realistically, we got to get there in increments. It takes time. I think this movement has done well. Done pretty well, but I think it needs a little more support and a little more. People trying to, just more activism, just more of that. That's what gets it done. Okay. So that's it. Just wanted to make that official announcement. And guys, I really appreciate everybody that's subscribed to me and all the messages of support and encouragement. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to continue. And I really want to thank you for that. And that's all I need from you guys. That basic support of, letting me know that my message is helping you or helping you continue and helping you, wake up others and maybe inspiring you to do your own message and spread this out there. That's the reward for me. And then the overall reward, guys, is getting the truth out there once, getting to the bottom of this whole thing once and for all. That's the ultimate goal. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm the unsilent majority, Big Mouth. The unsilent majority. Who am I? I'm the unsilent majority, Big Mouth. The unsilent majority. The unsilent majority. Who am I? The unsilent majority. Big Mouth. The unsilent majority. Who am I? The unsilent majority. Big Mouth. The unsilent majority.